Yeah, one thing I can't figure out, like, I guess I'm supposed to be Christopher Columbus. They point at me. Just trying to cut my sea line. You know what I'm saying? Y'all that jealous of me. Y'all jealous of me or women jealous of me? Like, I don't get it. There's a lot of confusion. It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? So, that's what y'all trying to do? Y'all trying to cut my sea line off? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm Christopher Columbus. I am Malcolm X. I'm not Malcolm X. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it because like I'm saying, like, he was taking pictures with his kids in the 60s. When we have offspring, they have children and children. That don't make no sense to me. Like I'm saying, Malcolm X family do not look like me. That's one thing I was just thinking about because I was looking at their videos. The videos. I'm 6'5". I think Malcolm X was like 6'2", 6'3", according to history on the surface. It's like I don't know. See, like anybody, like you know what I'm saying. I'm a straightforward person. Like you know what I'm saying. All these, like what they telling y'all to use subliminal messages and talk over my head and use symbols and signals and slick talk. Because I'm a straightforward person. Like what are they telling people? You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of confusion. There's a there's a lot of confusion going on. Like what are they telling people? Like what people can't ask me straight up and I tell them straight up. What is it? You see what I'm saying? That's why you on the outside looking in, so you can't defend yourself verbally or physically. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why would they. You know what I'm saying? See, I know my assumption is because it's a thought. I stand up for myself, and I'm not afraid of them, and they be trying to bully me and shit. You see what I'm saying? For example, they did me something out there in California in my sleep. And yeah, that's another thing too. I was out there in San Bernardino. I was at first though, like I was working with this one lady at the Waffle House. Like, damn, how many colleges you went to? It was a junior college. You go to junior college, you go to 2 years, and you get an associate's degree, and you transfer to a university. But the university I went to, I was supposed to go to Oregon State. To answer her question, I was supposed to go to Oregon State, but Hurricane Katrina and all that stuff, and I went back out there. I couldn't. I needed 66 credits to get my Associates of Arts, but 60 credit was my Associate of Science. So I couldn't go to Oregon State. Even though I had those articles, that's articles while I was still in my junior college. And then my coach called me because I had to go back out there and finish my associate's degree. He was like, "Hey man, we can't bring you up to Oregon." I was like, "Okay." And he told me why. And then he told me he gave two freshmen. They split up two freshmen. Split my scholarships up with two freshmen. But but that's the psychology behind that. But I wasn't conscious. So they on that show you what the digit game. What you mean show you what the digit game? Christ said he was a king of the Jews, right? I'm not Christ, but that's what they do, men like me, because I'm religious and I'm righteous. And meaning he was the king, so they put a crown of thorn on his head using sarcasm. So and because of women and certain men, see, I found me a girlfriend, but see, I wasn't conscious, but the woman in my family be trying to won't have me turned out, and prophet people won't have me turned out. They telling me if I don't come out, you gonna get killed. Who is you? Like who I would be calling you? My little brother or my mother or the ex girlfriend I had? Like who I would be calling you to? Like they show they study they learn how you think so much. Like they say in like I don't know uh what situation I would be in to make up that thought to call my father or mother or brother or ex girlfriend you. I don't know what situation I would be in to say those things or make up that name. That's how much they studied me. That's how much thought they put into what they're doing. That's, you know what I'm saying? But when you have too many people against you, it don't matter how smart you is. You know what I'm saying? Because, it's the thought of taking your manhood from you. As one of my aunties told me when I got conscious. She whispered it to me, but anyway, like I was saying, and then I ended up going to University of Southern Miss. And then I went back out there to California to play semi-pro football because I was trying to go to Canada originally. You know what I'm saying? CFL or AFL. Because I wasn't no starter at Southern Miss. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? But that's how I end up in California, and that's how I end up hooking with the dude Storm and his people. See, I was very young. That's what they do. They take your confidence and keep you stupid and send you out of town. They be running all type of game. You see what I'm saying? So you don't have no social skills. Like you be very young. You know what I'm saying? Like early 20s. So that's how I hooked up with these people from California. You know what I'm saying? So if that was anybody else's house, I didn't know about it. So because I wasn't conscious. And but see, like my family, they know how I feel about those type of dudes. And people would see that I wouldn't be around or associate with those dudes because people, like you clearly can see, they looking for a reason to do me something. Like why would I make him my friend? That don't make no sense. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, and then I don't be worried about them. So, they're telling me shit, the people showing me, they're telling me stuff like, they showing me they know how I feel about them. And, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Because they're annoying to me, first of all. So, like, if they say I'm scared of spiders, so they have a wild spider to kill you or something. Or a giant spider. I never seen a giant spider, but according to Google, the biggest spider on Earth is no more than 6 inches long. You know what I'm saying? So any other, you know what I'm saying? Any other creatures bigger than that is not on Google. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, you can't find that information on Google or nothing. So they said we could always read up on spiders. They hang around gas stations. They like the smell of gas and they eat bugs. So they calling me a bug. Like they scared of me. They scared of me or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no fucked up person. I'm really a righteous person. I'm really a righteous man. You know what I'm saying? I'm very religious too. I be into the word. You know what I'm saying? But There's nothing what you do. You have like I'm just 36 years old, still young. I don't have the knowledge yourself. I'm seeking the knowledge yourself, but I can't read because they don't like me. They got this bug in my ear. The, the chip or whatever you want to call it. They bothering the fuck out of me. You know what I'm saying? All they do is stress me out. Like I be so tired that you can't even do nothing. And when I first got conscious, one of my so-called cousins, one of those dudes from the so-called camp, I heard him talking to me. You a big stupid motherfucker. Cause I'm thinking he's telling me because I know how to crack jokes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I like comedy. Have a tough day, I put in some comedy or something. And but I had to think like years later because from 2013 all the way up to 17, it's 2017 when I put my social media back up. But up until that point, like 4 years, I was giving them my knowledge because they know I don't hate them, and I have nothing against them. So I was showing them how I was showing them my wisdom up until my point at that life, and what I was learning, watching. They had me thinking everything was all good. I'm thinking it was. I didn't know they was doing that to get my attention to further study me, to kill me in front of the whole world or make me hurt myself or something. And because I know I'm righteous. I'm a righteous man. I don't hate my family. So it's easy for my family to confuse me and run game on me. But they try to be big stupid ass niggas. They try to put it like that make it look real. But so it's so easy for them, like the simple to believe every word, like because they know I don't hate them. Like this, so it's easy for them to lie to me and run game on me. So my family using the love I had for them to put me on realness, to make themselves look real. And these other people, them along with other people, using my righteousness and the love for the Creator to get my attention, to fool me, to run game on me, to do me what they have planned to do. So I'm not trying to humiliate anybody, but like it's stressing me out because they bothering the hell out of me. I'm trying to get them away from me, and they point at me, but they got people pointing at me, but they have, you know what I'm saying? It's like I can't, like I can't hang up my phone. You see what I'm saying? So, like I was saying out there in San Bernardino, after Southern Miss, I went back out there to the San Bernardino to play semi-pro football. You see what I'm saying? That was the real purpose. It was just like it was, but they had some other stuff going on. But it was an uncredited school that was just. But I don't know how they had anything, but they call it a semi-pro. But I don't know if they had any. I don't know if that was showing me that I could have had another year at Southern Miss or something. I didn't know what I'm saying. Like I was, like no one tell me nothing because like everyone try to dip me and look realer than me, and you know what I'm saying. So I have to figure things out on my own. That would make it worse. You don't be conscious, and when you don't be conscious, you got people pose as spokesperson for you that hate you and don't see you in nothing or don't see you with nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, when I in 2008, 2009, that's when I went back out there to California. I drove back out there to California by myself because I had a car at that time. I had a Monte Carlo. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I hooked up with this dude. I was staying with them for almost a year and a half. If that was anybody else's house, I did not know about it. You know what I'm saying? I did. If they had original owners of that house, I never seen them. I didn't know about it. They had, because I was staying with him and his parents. They had me thinking that was his parents' house. You see what I'm saying? So, but I wasn't conscious. But that's the game they run on you. They run all type of game, like they're real annoying. And so, like I was, you know what I'm saying? And then I came back to New Orleans. I invited that dude back to New Orleans because I know the type of person I am. I don't be worried about people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real niggas and gangsters and shit be trying to expose me and take my women and try to bully me, and like they want my attention for some reason. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was talking about that other video. Like, that's how scared you is. You don't be knowing what to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I see that someone that's looking for a reason to do me something, and my family know that. So that's how they'll run that game to put me in that situation. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm by myself with a NASCAR in California, and then here I'm seeing them out here stealing from people. You know what I'm saying? So still with them a year and a half, and I invited him to come back to New Orleans. So got back to New Orleans. First we stayed with my grandmother, and then first we stayed at my parents' house. My parents' house out there in Harvey. If they have another house, I don't know about. You know what I'm saying? Out there in Harvey, Louisiana, in Marrero. You know what I'm saying? So first we stand over there. My pops should be on that. You know what I'm saying? And then we went stood with my grandmother, like that. I'm saying, but my cousin had got me a job at Pat O'Brien's as a food runner, and had picked up extra shifts working the door, like get tips, like you know what I'm saying, like motherfucker be drunk and shit, on Burke Street. So he makes some good money. So I ended up going to give me an apartment out there in Park Brittany in the east, and but they had got me fired from the job. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up losing my apartment. But before I lost my apartment, that dude Storm, he went back. That dude I'm talking about, he went back to California or wherever he's from. So and then I was down here in New Orleans, so I kept finding me some work. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up finding me another job at the Bourbon House. That's when that had that BP oil spill. So I had got me another car. I had got me a Dodge Charger. But and then my cousin, one of my cousins on my so-called father's side, he had an apartment. He had a house uptown that he wasn't staying in. So he let me stay in it. So I got the electricity cut back on and stuff. So and then I had a night job at a restaurant Revolution. So I had two jobs because I just got a car. You know what I'm saying? And so I ended up losing those jobs. And I was, you know what I'm saying, the dude invited me to come back out to California, but now it was an apartment with his sister and her family. You know what I'm saying? He just had a kid and all that. You know what I'm saying? And something wasn't right about the situation. So one night because we be going out and stuff. One night I went to this club and met this girl. She said her name was Tomorrow. I have a cousin that named Tomorrow. And when I was talking about that slipped me something and growled at me, and they did that in front of one of my aunts who've been trying to take my confidence and make me hurt myself my whole fucking life, which is her daughter. But this was this girl's name out there in San Bernardino, California. I woke up, sedated, and seen Honey. Do you love me? Like, yeah, give me a kiss. I was sedated though. I was under sedation. I don't know. I ain't trying to embarrass the girl. I don't know who that was. Could have been someone that's disguised as her. But that's another topic. That'd be game for her. Make it look like I'm embarrassing her, so she could try to. You know what I'm saying? They play the victim a lot. As you can see on that newspaper, that's the word victim. Like, but just like, you know what I'm saying? You have to read between the lines. But I met this one girl at the club, so I ended up chilling with her. And I woke up sedated. Like, so I think I woke up in an ambulance and all that stuff, but I'm not a pimp. Anyway, then I got back to New Orleans, and like I knew that dude was trying to set me up, so I knew I had to watch him. I knew something wasn't right because after I got that charge, my little brother got shot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking because them, you know what I'm saying? And then that was my brother got shot before I went back out there the last time. I'm talking about with the San Bernardino incident, and and then one day someone broke in my cousin's car from my grandma's house, and I just came from, you know what I'm saying, that California incident, and they looked at like this dude. I knew, but I know he was about. But see, I know how they see, like they hate me so much, they'll do something, they point at me. So I know they was pointing at me. I know they was telling me something. So I tried to defend myself. I kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because they took all my confidence out there, simple thing, like unbelievable. I tried doing something, you know what I'm saying? And then one day I was like sitting. I was joking with someone day I was sitting in the front room in my grandma's house, joking with one of my cousins, smoking. I thought it was weed, but it got me conscious. Then it growled at me. You know what I'm saying? Because but actually, like the chick I met at San Bernardino, she said her name was Tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I try to put everything together. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm thinking about all the things I went through while I was out of town. They got me conscious because I somewhat know how certain people feel about me. So I'm jotting down names. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking up. Then I look up my information. I'm staying up in an abandoned house my freshman year in college and my junior college. You know what I'm saying? They had houses in my name, like around the house from where I was staying at. Like that, I'm saying, like I was living tough, like you know what I'm saying, so that would caught my interest. So I'm like, wait a minute. So a lot of stuff was happening when I was out there. Like so, I'm trying to remember teammates and the people I encountered and stuff and all that stuff. So that's how you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. So that's what they did. They try to make me hurt myself in my grandmother's house. Like you can't go to their grandma's house and do that. Like they had me, you know what I'm saying? Like they had me thinking, like, cause I just threatened somebody. I did, you know what I'm saying? I tried to do them something because of what they did to me. You see what I'm saying? That's why, I got people over here shooting at me and pulling guns out on me and shit. I ain't shot at them or nothing, but that's what they doing to me. That's like they mocking me because of what they did to me, and then they try to make me hurt myself. But that's anyway. But what they did to me in my grandma's house in front of my auntie, that won't see something happen to me trying to hurt myself. That's her daughter. That's one of her daughter's name. And then they was talking about something about Chicago. She kept saying Chicago, and I think she said that's where she from. I'm from Chicago. She said it out loud, but we were just in the house by ourselves. But you could tell, like, you know what I'm saying, the situation, like she was slick side talking to someone else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they say, you think I'm talking to you. Like, what you talking about? I just met at the club, in the house by ourselves. But they could try to ease that situation in. And then that's what happened. And they, you know what I'm saying, they told me about the Bible. I was on reading the Bible, like, land man labor to another man, this and that, this and that, this and that. So I'm thinking, they did me that and then show me those words. Would they try to make me hurt myself? Didn't give me a Bible after what they did me. You know what I'm saying? So, so that's what happened. So, and then from 2013 to 2017, I ain't had no social media. You know what I'm saying? I put my social media back up. The second I put my social media back up on Facebook, I put my social media back up. But the second I put my football picture back up, everyone had tears in their eyes. Like everyone was jealous and the motherfucker had the awkward look on their faces and shit. So I'm looking at them. This is my family members. This is still at my grandma's house. Because I was standing over here. I was standing over. At first, I was standing with my parents, but my parents, they kept putting me in like hospital jail. Like I was saying, like, oh, you a man, nah, son, you gotta go find you something. So like, sometimes I sleep on the streets. I had nowhere to go because, like, when you live with people, like you know what I'm saying, you gotta do what they do and abide by their rules. Like I'm a very independent man. Like I'm a very independent person. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up found another job at Felix Restaurant on Bourbon Street. The same cousin got me this job at Pat O'Brien's a few years before. And I started staying at hotels, motels, Motel 6. Then I moved on Manhattan to this efficiency apartment called In Town Suites. And then it was like 3 something a week. I was just a dishwasher. But I had to pay it because I couldn't stay with my parents. Like that I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying? I know they try to isolate me to do what they're doing now. They try to isolate me to do what they're doing to me now, to bother me how they bothering me. You know what I'm saying? So I guess they got my people to help run the game with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what. And then I moved at this at the In Town Suites. I moved at a cheaper efficiency apartment because you could pay weekly, and then it was $250 a week, so it was cheaper from where I was at. So that's $1,000 a month. But I was a dishwasher and I had a job and stuff, so I had to stay with work. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because if I, you know what I'm saying, they run a game. Like I didn't know it at the time. You see, I didn't know my people hated me like that. You know what I'm saying? It was very shocking to me. You know what I'm saying? I've never been so scared in my life because I was still young, and you know what I'm saying. So I passed out in everything because it was a lot for my mind because they just got me conscious, and that's, you know what I'm saying, like the right side of your brain and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just a lot for my mind. You know what I'm saying? Then it went hard. You know what I'm saying? But I understood somewhat what was going on because I seen them do that to my little brother a few years before, and they kept holding his face. You know, and I seen it because I was in high school when they did my little brother that. I'm 5 years old to my little brother, so I wasn't conscious at that time, and then they had bought him. You know what I'm saying? Then they had brought him to the hospital. That's when I was in high school. But to fast forward, I somewhat understood what I was going through. And then they told me nothing was wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? So ever since then, and then that's when I found out how people whisper. That's how crazy I was. I was not conscious. And the thing that was whispering to me, like you motherfuckers been waiting all these years. Like I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? So, and I was fast forward, I was saying, but standing on Manhattan, efficiency apartment, I go outside because I was a dishwasher. I leave my clothes outside to dry because when you know what I'm saying, I get off at midnight, damn near midnight. Had to catch a ride with my cousin, and he stay over here. They had me, well, they told me he probably was thinking, they probably had me, I thought he was staying with his people over here. But if you stood in Metairie or Kenner some fucking way, I didn't know about it. So that making me look like I'm getting people to go all out their way. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing for me to get around. You know what I'm saying? Like I could catch the one, even like the West Bank bus, the Jefferson Parish. You know what I'm saying? It stopped running after 10 o'clock. That'd be the last bus, and I get off after 10. But I still could go catch the 114 and 115 in the Algiers Loop. You know what I'm saying? So it put me off on West Bank and on Terry Parkway. I could get off the bus and I could walk to where I gotta go. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's like I'm saying. Like that was because some of my family members run a gang with them. And when I wasn't conscious, the things they was doing to me. I mean, when I didn't have my social media up, when I just got conscious, the things they were doing to me, unbelievable. But like I was, so I leave my clothes outside the drive when I was standing at this other efficiency on Manhattan. I'm not trying to sound confusing, but it was across the street from Walmart, and they had a strip club across the street from over there too. Had a Walgreens, Little Caesars, and that Brothers gas station. I woke up one morning and it was on the house. The apartment was on fire, like because I leave my clothes outside, and so they set the apartment complex on fire. Mystery terms, I'm not their friend. This and that, this and that. It was a lot of games. Like I'm on the outside looking in, and they know I'm not worried about them. So it's easy for them to they have the luxury to put that much thought into what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? So then I moved down here. I'm leading up to the situation when I put my social media back up in 2017. The second I put my football picture back up there, everyone in the house, my grandma's house had tears in their eyes. Like that I'm saying, like I'm looking at them like, why they got tears in their eyes, and looking at the awkward face, because they was running game and trying to do what they do, had plans to do. I'm like, oh, that's just motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? Like because and then I left that efficiency, and then I came over here by the Century Inn in Gretna, because they have the temp service people ready across the street. I go to work every day. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It don't have to be like a regular job. So I was staying over there because it was close to the job. You see what I'm saying? And when they had to work for the day, I go ahead, hop on a garbage truck. Even though that's weekly pay, there'll be money coming in. When you know what I'm saying?